This might be the first time I'm on live without my light. Hi, Brianna. Oh my god, I was gonna call you, but I think when I tracked you, you weren't home. But yeah, like I was saying, this is the first time I'm on live without this on. We're getting closer and closer to summer. And I appreciate it because this is literally, I don't even have my room light on. It's dead all from my window. But it's like 5 something, so I assume that that's gonna go. That's gonna go down sometime soon. I'm gonna cook this because I need to take out the little 2 pieces. Little 2 pieces in front of my hair because there's a good possibility. Well, no, might wash my hair today. I was supposed to be doing it now actually, but I decided against it because I honestly really don't want to wash my hair. Oh my gosh, I should. Hi, how are you? Okay, this is a lot easier. How's everybody's day going so far? It is Thursday. Slowly but surely, we're making it to the weekend. I'm glad to hear that you're doing good. How's everybody else? There's like 14 people in the chat. Where are the rest of y'all? How's everybody else doing? Hello, YouTube employee. I'm good. How are you? YouTube employee, is there a way you could make my views go up or something? Give me some subscribers or something? I don't know. Also, let's do a challenge. We're at 1 like. Let's see if we can get the live to 5 like. Why are black women always so quiet? I don't know. Hey, Snow. Oh my gosh, I'm glad you found him. I remember you was on yesterday and you said that you were looking for him. I'm glad you were able to find him. Where did you find him? I should say. Hey, Angel. How are you? I was at the DMV. I'm gonna go get some food and go home now. All right. I got a client at like 7, so I might end up just calling you after. Call you at like 8 or something. YouTube employee, was that supposed to be a maybe? Hold on. Let me find out that y'all could do a little something, something for me. Okay, we're at 3 likes. Can we get to 5? Other challenge. I'm gonna challenge you guys. When I started the live, I was at 311 subscribers. Let's see if we can get to 315. It's a short goal, but I feel like it's doable. But you guys can ask me anything. I'm gonna be on here for like a good half hour, just trying to kill some time for the day because I honestly, again, like I'm on break for work, so I have nothing else to do. So y'all could ask me any and everything. Hey, SZA. Hey, SZA. I found him in the forest and he's been chased by a fox. Ah, okay. Yeah, I think hopefully he doesn't run out again. So you guys don't have to like go chase him and follow him. But I am glad that you did find him. But for the rest of you guys, how are you doing? How's everything going? Just salad or Chipotle? Which one is gonna fill you up more? Or which one, yeah, which one's gonna either fill you up more and which one can you also like save for later in case you get hungry later? And I feel like the answer to that is Chipotle. So I'd go with Chipotle. Yeah, guys, I'm bored. I come on here. So. I came on here Monday, Tuesday, yesterday, and today. Depending on my work schedule for tomorrow, I might hop on when I'm at work tomorrow too. Because I be having gaps at work and don't be having nothing to do. So I'm doing good. I honestly, this week has been a bit of an upgrade from last week. Not much has happened this week. And when nothing happens for me the week, it's that means it's a great week for me because there's something that's always happening. Oh, and as I'm speaking of, I dropped half my granola bar on the floor. But anyways, but yeah, no, I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain this week. How's everybody else doing? How's everybody's Thursday going? It's like 5 in the afternoons. We're like midday. Anybody waiting for Friday? Anybody got plans for this weekend? Actually, what is y'all plans for this weekend? She said, "Don't speak too soon." Every time, bro. Every time. Snow, what do you mean by dinosaurs? My boss said no extra subs. Okay, but what about the watch hours? We could up the watch hours. Also, we still at 3 likes. Let's get to five. Let's get to five. Hey Daniel, I remember you from yesterday. Was it yesterday you came on my live, or was it the day before? I can't remember now because I just realized that I've been on live every day this week. But hey, how are you? How is your Thursday going? I hope all is well. Also, what are y'all weekend plans? So I have plans. So I don't have plans. Tomorrow, I want to go to a basketball game. I haven't got my ticket yet, but I want to go to a basketball game tomorrow. I'm waiting for the prices to go down, so I'm trying to get it when I wake up tomorrow morning. There's a specific like section I want to sit in, and I want to see if like any seats pop up. If not, I'm just gonna grab a regular seat. But there's like the same section that I always sit in. It's close enough to the basketball players. It's close enough to where I can see the court. Um, so I'm hoping that like when I wake up tomorrow, even by tonight, that's open. And then on Saturday, there's a day party that I want to go to. I was supposed to go with my friends. They can't go. Now I'm trying to figure out like, okay, like I don't really like day parties, but I've been trying to like do things outside of my comfort zone because why not? Like I'm young, why not? So I want to go, but I don't know who to go with. So I gotta think about who I could go with for Saturday. And then on Sunday, I'm supposed to be going to the boat. I'm supposed to be going bowling and to the movies on Sunday. So out of all 3 days that I just like said, Sundays is the only day that's like set in stone. Blue nails are cute. Thank you. And I'm good. Just had a long day at work. Only one more day, then get the rest of the weekend. Thank God. I know that's right. Give it up for you for surviving the work week though, because listen, that's all we can do sometimes. All we can do is just like try to make it through the work week. But I'm very glad that it is Thursday for us. So that way, like you said, one more day to lock in, and then we got the weekend, and we good. But for those of you who just popped in, we're doing a challenge. We're gonna try to get the live to 5 likes. We're at 4 right now. We're gonna see if we can hit that 5 mark. Also, y'all remember how I said, oh, like I'm not even using my light because I'm using like the outdoor light. I might have to use this light only because I can see that it's starting to my video's starting to get a little bit the sun's going down a little bit. But I'll probably wait till like 5:30 to put this on. But look, y'all. I'm sorry if I blinded y'all. I should have probably did a better warning than that. My fault. My fault. But I'm gonna just show y'all. It's 5 now. I appreciate that. That's all love. So now we're gonna do another challenge. Since because we already did 5, we might as well up it to 10. Let's see if we can get let's see if we can get the live to 10 likes. Also, the other challenge for those who are just tuning in, I'm at 311. I'm at 311 subscribers. Once I get off the live, I'm gonna see if I can get to 315. It's a small goal. It's a little small goal, but I think we can do it. What new movies are you looking forward to? I want to see the Final Destination. It's funny because I told you I'm going to the movies on Sunday, right? I had asked my friend that because she wanted to go to the movies, and I was like, all right, fine. Like, I'm not doing nothing that day. Like, I'll go with you. But like, I didn't know what movie was out. I don't know what it is. I feel like since COVID, I haven't really like. I don't know if the movie trailers have just been boring the last like 3 4 years. I just haven't been interested in movies. But I don't know. I feel like since COVID happened, I've just been like in regards to like the movies. But to your point, I did see the trailer for the Final Destination movie. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I was not a Final Destination fan like of their movies because I used to see those things and I was a kid like whatever I saw I got scared of. So like I vividly remember Final Destination 4. I never seen the entirety of that movie, but I remember when one of them died on the escalator. And when I saw that, I used to be someone who loved escalators. After I saw that, I would not take an escalator. Like I was like, no, like I'm not. That's not gonna happen to me. Da da da. Mind you, again, like I was like young at the time. I forgot what year that movie came out, but I feel like I was pretty young, like maybe 10, maybe 11. I don't know, but I'm gonna go to bed. I gotta wake up at 7:30. Good night, Snow. I appreciate you sending love. Always appreciate you popping in the live. Um, I'm probably gonna be on live later this week anyway, so I'll probably see you sometime. Maybe you'll pop back in another live this week. But I appreciate you for always tuning in. I love the first two. The third one's okay. I hated 4 and 5, but love how the new one's gonna be different. Focus on the family. Why'd you hate 4 and 5? Well, it's funny because Final Destination 4 was the only one I've seen. I've never seen 1, 2, 3, or 5. And I'm that type of person where like if a movie is a franchise, I always end up accidentally like watching like in the middle. So like perfect example is the Fast and Furious series. I didn't start watching that until the fourth one. So I remember watching Fast 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and I never even knew how that thing started. And mind you, I was watching Fast 4 and 5 when they came out, so that was like 2011, 2012, 2013, around that time. And then the first three Fast, I didn't see the first actual Fast and the Furious movie up until 2 years ago. And mind you, keep in mind of what I just said. I already had seen like Fast 4 and up, and then I ended up going back and seeing 1, 2, and 3. It was just on TV one day, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like I like finally like put it on, but again, like it had been 8, 7, 8, 9 years, and I finally watched it. So I'm that weird person that I end up starting in the middle by accident. You need to see 1, 2, 3. I mean, I could probably find it if they have it on like I don't know, like Hulu or Netflix. I could do that. I feel like I don't know if I have the attention span to watch a movie. I think that's also like another thing where it's like I could watch TV shows. Also, what are some TV shows y'all are watching right now? I'm gonna share mine in a second, but I could watch like TV shows that are like 20, 30 minutes. The TV shows that are 45 minutes, oh my gosh, those kill me. And it could be the most interesting thing. It's just my attention span. Like I cannot do it. And it's so funny because I feel like I've been that way or I got that way like only a couple of years ago. Like, I'm gonna just blame everything on COVID because I feel like once COVID happened, like I stopped having like the attention span for certain things. I stopped like wanting to do certain things. Um, but yeah, had the biggest crush on Paul Walker. Oh, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but yeah, I think at the time, and it's funny because I remember his passing. Um, Also, to the people that just joined in the chat, hi. We're just like randomly talking. If you guys have any like questions or anything you want to ask me, go ahead and ask. We're also doing a challenge. We're gonna see if our first challenge was completed to see if we get the live to 5 likes, which we did. So now we're gonna see if we can get the live to 10 likes. So if you haven't already, make sure you liked, and also if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. But yeah, going back to what I said, I remember when he like first passed away, and I went to go see the movies with my brother, and like obviously like the ending scene and things like that, like it was like very sad and things like that. And then my brother was like, you know, it's okay to cry, like if you feel sad. And I don't know, it was one of those things where it was just like, oh my god, like this is such a tragedy. And whenever someone like passes away, I always go through like a whole deep dive of like, okay, what happened? Where were they the day before? Da da da. And again, like I was like 11. No, I was like 12, 13, I think, when he passed away. But yeah, no, I just remember that like whole like situation like being like very, very sad. I like Bad Girls Club when it was on. Wish she would have made a comeback. I hate Betty in the last one. You couldn't tell me and my friends nothing back in the day. My friends used to watch Bad Girls Club a lot. I knew that I wasn't supposed to be. It was a show that I knew I wasn't supposed to be watching, but I like snuck and watched it anyway. So like I have like bits and pieces of memories of it. Um Obviously season 9 with Julie, Megan, Christina. That's like I feel like that's their best one because that's the one that everyone like talks about. Um Mainly just watch YouTubers. Another thing, I fell off on YouTubers. I was somebody who used to watch YouTubers all the time. Now, for some reason, like I can't do it. I don't know. There's only a few YouTubers that I'll like check back in on for like the girls I used to watch like maybe 5, 6 years ago. I check back in to see if they're doing okay. But I don't know what it is. Can't do it, YouTubers. Anaya and Jaden. No, literally, Anaya and Jaden. But no, like I used to watch with them too. But like it was a thing where it's like I knew I shouldn't have been watching, but I still watched. I liked Julie. See, that's the CCC. I no, because I'm about to get into a whole rant. Before I do, I'm working homesick and I never went on stream. That was good. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I just come on here. Yeah, I just like to talk. But no, let's talk about Julie because when I remember when that season first came on, I liked Julie. I like Julie and I like Fallon. I like had no beef with them. The people who I didn't like was like Erica and like Christina. I felt like they were bullies. Now you ask people who they didn't like, they're like, oh, like I didn't like Julie. Da-da-da. I'm like, since when did y'all not like Julie? Like I remember at that time when it first came on, I felt like we were all on the same side. Like, we thought the other girls were bullies. Da da da. I don't know. Maybe I have to rewatch the season as an adult to change my perspective, but I felt like at the time when I watched it, yeah, I had no issues with Julie. Julie was cool in my book. Again, maybe I have to it's one of those things where you have to like rewatch just to get like a different perspective on it. But no, I like Julie on her season. Um I'm trying to think of other seasons. Rocky, but I know Rocky was on 2 seasons. Not her first season. I think she was on like season 4. I think she came on like season 11. Season 11 or something like that. I liked Rocky because I didn't watch like Bad Girls Club. Like, I don't think I remember Bad Girls Club before season 7 or something like that. Oh, you just said season 7. Yeah. Wait. My favorite season 7, oh, of Judy's crazy self. And that fight with Stassi and Shelly when she punched her for missing her contact. See, no, I don't think I watched. I don't think I watched Bad Girls Club season 7. I have to like look at it though because I know them by names, or I'll know like a name, but I won't know what season it's from. So like, I don't know if you remember that season with Jada, with Red, with Asia, with Blue. Like that was a good season too. Not gonna lie, I don't remember what season that was. I know it was after season 9, maybe season like 12 or whatever. And then I think their last season when they had the sisters, like the set of sisters come on, and then there was a set of sisters who they pretended to be sisters, but they were actually exes that came on. I might have to rewatch that one too. Because I remember when I found that out, I was like, that's so dumb. Hey Adela, how are you? I do remember you from yesterday. It's funny because like I've been on live every day this week, so it's kind of just like I remember y'all. I just can't remember which day I've seen y'all. But Adela, we're doing a challenge. We're trying to see. Remember how yesterday we were trying to see, all right, like if we get the live to 5 likes. We already did that in this live. So now we're gonna see if we can get it to 10. So if you haven't already, make sure you like. That was season 12. Remember the replacement? Dahlia, the girl who came dressed like a teacher. Thought she was funny and hated. See, the names pop up. Dahlia and Britt sound familiar, but I can't put a name to the face. Everyone else you said, I could put a name to a face except for that one. Except for that one. Also, y'all, I'm gonna be on live as long as my phone is charged. As long as my phone is charged. I'm trying to make it to 6 o'clock with y'all though, because it's 5:30, 5:31 where I am. I'm trying to make it to 6 o'clock with y'all, but my phone is already on 20. So by the time I get to 5, I'm probably gonna hop off. But yeah, no. What else? What other shows I used to watch back in the day? I don't know if y'all ever watched Degrassi. Degrassi was my show. I was watching Degrassi when I was like 7. I had no, actually, no, wait, no, because I have, no. Yeah. I was watching Degrassi when I was like 7. I know a lot of people watch Degrassi, like they rewatched it later, but I'm like, no. When Emma, Manny, Craig, Jimmy, Ashley, like when they were first on the show, I was watching. I was definitely watching. That was my show. What? Y'all couldn't tell me nothing. Nobody could tell me nothing. Manny was my favorite character. Manny was always my favorite character. I couldn't stand Emma. I didn't like Spinner. Those are two characters where I felt like it was always like a woe is me, da 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 type of. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Um, and even after like that generation, I'm screaming. He said Marco's my baby. Listen. Marco at the time was cool people too. Marco at the time was cool people. He just didn't know. He just didn't know. Who else? That was also. I didn't like Paige because I thought Paige was a. Ooh, I can't cuss on here, but y'all know what I'm thinking when it come to her. I didn't like Liberty either. Liberty didn't become tolerable to me until after JT died. When JT was alive, she was annoying. Oh my god. After he had died, that was when I felt bad for her. And I remember that episode so vividly when JT died. To this day, to this day, pissed, pissed. He didn't need to die like that. Pissed for no reason. He did not have to die like that. I didn't like Paige. I feel like a lot of the characters they got tolerable after they grew up. So I don't know if you remember. I don't know if this was part of the Degrassi movie or if they put this in the show. But Spinner and Emma ended up getting married, which I think that was always random because it was like y'all were barely in scenes together. How were y'all endgame? I don't understand. But like I liked Spinner during that time. But as he was growing up, no, couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. I wish Hazel had more stories. Only when they gave her was her being racist with that mother shit no more. They don't do much with black characters. They just put them there. If we're keeping it a buck, they might give them a little couple lines, maybe one storyline, but it's never a good one. The only person who remotely had a good one was Jimmy. Like, but his storyline, like again, like he was ended up being caught in the crossfire because it was like, oh, like I heard you were talking about me, da 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 da. So for me, like looking back at it as an adult, it's like y'all randomly gave him that storyline because if Rick should have shot anybody, it should have been Spinner. If Rick should have shot anybody, it should have been Spinner in the wheelchair. That should have been Spinner's storyline. But again, in order to give one of the black actors a little storyline they gave us Jimmy. And listen, I ain't mad at it. You know, you get shot, you get stuck in a wheelchair, you gotta navigate that. He got his little story. But then again, after that, Hazel never got a story. And then I don't even think they had any black actors after that, actually. Hold on. I'm dead trying to think. Maybe I'm blinking and I gotta look it up later, but they need to bring that show back and focus on the casting. They might as well. They might as well, because all them characters now is probably in their 40s. Well, would be considered to be in their 40s. Hey Adela, welcome back. Welcome back. We're just talking about TV shows. Apparently, Drake hated the fact that Jimmy was in a wheelchair, that he wanted to see the show because of it. I I feel like as an actor, there are certain storylines that I would love to have. I feel like for me personally, I there's a part of me that feels like I'm gonna be an actor someday in my life, or at least I want to be, right? And a storyline like that where it's like you give a lot of like raw emotions, I would jump at the chance to do it. Again, most people would not. Um, but in his defense, I feel like that's, like I said from before, I feel like that storyline came out of nowhere. Like that was just something where it's like, okay, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, you get the wheelchair story. And it's just like, again, like there was no like, because remember, Rick only shot Jimmy because he overheard Spinner and I forgot who else was Spinner talking to in the bathroom and was like, oh, it was Jimmy that did it. It was Jimmy that did it. But Spinner and the guy, they were lying because they knew that Rick was hearing them. So again, I just feel like, yeah, you have like beef with Jimmy now, but Spinner and them have been consistently bullying you. Where it's like, okay, now you're gonna shoot Jimmy because of one thing that he did, versus like them other two people was bullying you every single day. And Jimmy even was what you call it, wanted to be his friend at a certain point in time. So I just feel like, yeah, if you had found out that someone had betrayed you who you thought was your friend, you gonna go after that person or you gonna go after the person that's been bullying you for months? I would assume you'd go after the person who's been bullying you for months. Which is why, again, I say I felt like that storyline was just like out of nowhere because that didn't make any sense to me. But whatever. I was an extra in Gone Girl. It was unexpected, but it's being filled in my city. I went to knowledge with my now ex. I support. He talked me into doing it. We ended up breaking up on bad terms, and I got a call back, and he didn't. Ooh, period. Period. I don't know how, and I don't know when. And it's funny because I would want to act sometime in my 20s. I'm already getting to that age. It's like, all right, you are missing that dream for yourself. But again, I wouldn't know how to do that. But I also, I don't know, I have such a pipe dream because I'm just like, I don't want to audition. I want somebody like what you said. I want them to be shooting in my city. I want them to need extras. I want to be an extra. And then I want them to be like, hey, you know what? I actually need somebody from the show. You come rerun lines. But I don't want an actual like 10 people staring at me while I audition. I think acting in a sitcom would be funny. Have you ever seen Mom? I have not seen it. I've heard about it though. But yeah, no, there's only two types of like acting that I would like want to. Well, I guess there is only like two types of. Well, no, probably multiple types. But I wouldn't mind a comedy, but I feel like because I'm such a dramatic person and because I want to showcase like a lot of like raw emotion, I would want to be in something that's like, give me a scene that's like heartbreaking. Like think of the most like heartbreaking scene that you could think about. I want that scene. Like I want to do that. Like so I don't know, like stuff like that you see in like soap operas, how they're like very dramatic, over the top, drama series and things like that. Like I want scenes like those where it's kind of just like, you know how in like, I don't know if y'all watch soap operas, but I grew up on soap operas. So like boom, prime example, General Hospital. Let's say you found out that your son just got shot. Like I want that scene. Let me be the mom. Like I want to give that emotion. Like I want to do like stuff like that. But again, this is all make believe up here that I think that one of these days I'll be like, yeah, like I'm gonna be able to do that. Um, but yeah, this is all make believe. But I just feel like, give me a script and give me the opportunity to show emotion and cry. Got it. He said the lighting is the same everywhere. No, honestly, so they came out with a new soap opera. If there's anything that you take away from this live, watch that new soap opera. It's called Beyond the Gates. It literally just started. It started in February this year. Um, That first week I was watching it, I was like, the lighting is pissing me off. It's mad bright. I was like, this is way too, like, it's just mad bright. Like, it's not the fact that it was clear or anything. And then I could tell that a lot of the actors were like upcoming actors, because I was like, I ain't like that scene. You could have did more emotion, or you did too much, or I don't like your acting. Like a lot of them, I always like. I was telling people that who I wanted to watch the show. I was like, listen, that first week, you got to give them some time, because they get it. They get better as time goes on. But like that's one of the shows that I've been watching, because it's also like a heavily black cast. Um, and then the directors and like producers and stuff, like they're all like mainly black. So I'm like, listen, if anybody keeps y'all in business, it's gonna be me. We gotta make sure that we're offering the same representation that we do for these other shows for our shows for black people, and even other shows for like people of color as well. So if there's anything that you leave here with, listen, go watch that show, and we gonna discuss one of these days. Even though I gotta catch up too, I'm behind a couple episodes on it. Not gonna lie, actually, not even a couple episodes, a couple weeks on it. Only because throughout the week, it's not hard for me to watch TV, but it's hard for me to watch TV. Like there's so many things I do within a day that it's just like it just don't feel like I have enough time. Wow, love everyone except those who are out to spread hate. Same, same. But, this was a good conversation. Um, Another show that I watch is Abbott Elementary. Um, at this point, I know that most people have heard of it, most people have seen it, but I think it's a nice comfort show. It's one of those shows that I turn on. Like, I feel like I'm someone who has to watch something when they eat, not like a snack, but like when they eat like a meal. I feel like I have to watch something, unless I'm like out to dinner or something. So like that's one of the shows. Just like, all right, let me catch up this week. Let me have my food. Let me eat my food while I watch the show. So that show is good. And then I usually just binge watch New Girl. I've seen New Girl from start to finish at least 4 or 5 times now, and yeah, it just has me hooked at this point. I gotta go. Okay, I'll home against medium. Okay, yes, I'm gonna try to be on live either tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday before I go out. I can't remember right now, but I do hope that you have a great rest of the day. I hope that you also have a good last day tomorrow before the weekend, and I hope to see you soon. Hi, Raza. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain. Oh, we're at 7 likes. Can we get to 8 likes? I mean, not eight. Our goal is 10. Let's get to 10. Also, make sure you guys are subscribed as well. Raza, I get a lot of people from India coming to my live, which is really cool. I'm from the United States, but I'm staying on for like another minute because I do have some videos to record before I have to go do something else for work.